Yo, what is going on YouTube? Today we're going to be looking at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. We're going through each category, kind of breaking them down, and then making our vote. Now, I am an anime-only watcher. I know I'm disgusting. How dare I? But I actually think that kind of gives a unique perspective on this. I feel like when you read a lot of the manga or the light novels, you're so far ahead of the story, and because of that, you experience more with the characters, and you just kind of create a stronger bond and have a bigger bias. And then when the awards come around, and Jujutsu Kaisen's for Anime of the Year, you have a stronger bias towards Jujutsu Kaisen, even though the Anime of the Year is just for season 2. So I feel like being an anime only watcher is actually kind of a big advantage for the awards because I only know what has come out so far and I only know what I'm voting on. So I kind of think it makes it a little bit easier. But let's get right into it. If you're wondering what an anime only watcher thinks, this video is great for you. So anime of the year, I have skimmed through some of these and I have watched the majority of stuff. The only thing I haven't seen here is Oshinoko. I know that this anime it is going to clean up and just capture everything because I mean it was broken when it came out. I pretty much feel like I watched it because of all the stuff I found on Instagram and Twitter. It plagued the internet and it was insane. The popularity of this anime is incredible. So this is going to win without a doubt. I think an anime that was really kind of slept on and should have been here was Link Click. I think that is an awesome anime. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you watch it. But if you've seen it, you probably agree with me. It should have been in the nomination for Anime of the Year and even opening for Best Opening. I'm not saying it should have won or should win, but being nominated, I definitely think it should have. It's an amazing one. Butcher the Rock was really good. Demon Slayer is really good. I'm thinking it's really going to come down to Jujutsu Kaisen and Oshinoko. I think Oshinoko is going to win, but my vote is Jujutsu Kaisen because I haven't seen Oshinoko, so it feels weird to vote on it. Best continuing series. I'm going to get this out of the way right here, right now. Okay, Attack on Titan. We can all admit how amazing it is, how big it is. I mean, what it's done for the community. A lot of people who don't watch anime or don't really know anything about anime know Attack on Titan. They've heard of it. But I feel like Attack on Titan at this point is the kid that's gotten held back for the past 7 years. This is gonna be what? So this is the special one. So this is part one of part three. There's been a part two. I mean, it just feels like it's been so dragged out that like it feels weird to vote on. It really does. It feels like I'm the principal of a high school trying to figure out which kid do we give the smartest student award to, and Attack on Titan's that smart kid that makes a great case, but at the same time, you're a 25-year-old at this high school. Even though you make a great case for a lot of these awards, it just feels weird voting for Attack on Titan. I don't know if I'm completely in the wrong here and everyone disagrees with me, but I think I'm not saying Attack on Titan's bad. I just feel weird voting on it, so I'm probably going to be skipping over it most of the time for these categories. But Best Continuing Series, Villain Saga is really good. I think to season 2 compared to season 1 was a massive difference from really fast paced, lots of action to just a lot of character development and slower build. So best continuing series, I'm not sure. Demon Slayer, I feel like Demon Slayer is really good, but it's unorganized. I feel like if it spent more time in the down periods and kind of went over the actual story building there instead of, hey, let's rush the downtime, get into these fights, and then kind of pause the fight every other episode for backstory and story progression. I feel like it would be a lot better if it did it all in one spot and then got into the fight, and then the fight was more consistent and uninterrupted. I feel like Demon Slayer would be a lot better than Spy Family. Season 1, Core 2. It was good, but Spy Family for me is more of a casual, Saturday morning, sit down with some breakfast and watch it. Really comfy anime. I'm not like really into it. You know what I mean? I'm not like obsessed where I need more seasons. But I really do enjoy it. So I'm gonna have to go with Jujutsu Kaisen again. It is just really, really good. They did an amazing job in season 2. It has just been incredible. Best new series. Listen, again, Oshinoko is going to run away with this. I've seen all of these. And here's what I gotta say. Zom 100, again, is like Spy Family. It is that great. It was, Sunday morning, make my breakfast, sit down, watch it, and just enjoy, just super cozy. I'm not like super crazy or obsessed with it. Hell's Paradise was phenomenal. Chainsaw Man, I love that. I think Chainsaw Man got a little bit more hate than it deserved. I really enjoyed it. Bocchi the Rock, incredible. Oshinoko is going to be winning this. It's just that big. But I'm gonna have to vote for Heavenly Delusion. It's something that when it came out, it was pretty popular. I saw it everywhere on Instagram. I put it in my watch list, but never got around to watching it until a couple days ago, and then I binged it in 3 days. Absolutely loved Heavenly Delusions. So for me, it's between Hell's Paradise, Heavenly Delusions, and Chainsaw Man. Honestly, I love all of these. Zom 100 is just the only one that's an easy no. I don't think it comes close to these five. but I'm gonna have to go with Heavenly Delusion because I'm really looking forward to season two. Best film, I'm gonna be honest, haven't seen these three. I love Black Clover, but the movie wasn't all of that. I enjoyed it. It was nice to watch more Black Clover again, but I mean, compared to Kaguya-sama, Love Is War, and Suzume, just doesn't compare. Kaguya-sama Love Is War, Crunchyroll kind of brought that out as 4 episodes, and that's what it more so felt like. It didn't feel like a film to me. I thought it was very good. I thought it was very good. I think if you haven't seen Kaguya-sama, it is a great romance that is really funny, but it's also super lighthearted and just very enjoyable to watch. And this movie really kind of added more depth to that. Like when you find somebody and you fall in love with them, and they end up falling in love with you and crushing on you, and you get afraid that they're going to see another side of you that is going to make them not like you anymore. You know what I mean? Like they like this one side of you, so you think you have to stay that kind of person forever, and you can't show them any more of you. And there's that anxiety and that fear, and this movie really kind of goes over that and really talks about that and focuses on that. And I think that it added a lot of depth to the anime and it was really good. But Suzume is just built different. The story was phenomenal. It was very intriguing. This felt more like an actual film, and I mean the animation was beautiful. So this is an easy one for me. Best original anime. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably the weakest category for me, simply because I haven't seen these five. And Buddy Daddies was phenomenal. I thought it was hilarious, but I don't think it's an original anime. A lot of people said, "Oh, it's like the knockoff Spy Family," and I thought the same thing. So I didn't watch it for the longest time. Ended up watching it. I disagreed. I was like, I don't think it is. It made me die of laughter, but it does have that familiar feel with Spy Family, even though they are different. So saying it's original is a bit tougher, but since it's the only one I know, I'll vote for it. But I really did enjoy it. It is different from Spy Family, but it does feel familiar. Best animation. This is simple in my opinion. A lot of great animes here. All the haters that love to hate Demon Slayer, they all say it's carried by the animation, carried by the animation. Even they can't deny the animation of Demon Slayer. It is just on another level. This is easy. Best animation, Demon Slayer. Best character design. This is interesting in my opinion because I love all these characters. I love the Demon Slayer characters, the Jujutsu Kaisen characters, the Hell's Paradise characters, the Chainsaw Man characters. I think Oshinoko is again going to run away with this. I think that they're going to just sweep every category. For me, I'm really going to have to go with Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 simply because they focused a lot more on the other characters. It's kind of like all these animes have this universe's world with so many different characters that are all phenomenal. But Jujutsu Kaisen was the only one that's like, okay, let's have a movie and let's have the first part of season 2 focus on the other characters and completely ignore the main character. And it focuses way more on Gojo and everybody else. Then you have more of a familiar tie with them or bond with them compared to all the other animes that just also focus on the main character and the side characters kind of just come in. So because Jujutsu Kaisen focused a lot more in that movie and in the first half of season 2 on them, I just feel like they're gonna have that win. And then best cinematography. Okay, this one we will go with Attack on Titan. I mean, you got to give it to them for that. They have been doing a great job. I'm not, like I said, I'm not denying Attack on Titan from anything. I'm not trying to discredit anything they've been doing. I'm just saying it just feels weird voting for them with how dragged out this has been. It does feel like that kid that's been held back so many years. Um, but we'll give it to them here. They deserve it. Best art direction for me. This is easy. This is Zom 100. I love the direction Zom 100 went into with the art style. I think that's what really makes it feel that cozy comfort anime. I think the vibrant colors and how colorful it is, given it's an zombie anime, is just absolutely incredible. It's really cool to watch. So Zom 100, well deserved. Best romance. I actually love romance animes, and I gotta disagree with some of this. Horimiya, great anime, great slice of life, great romance anime, but that's season 1, and that's all it is. The missing pieces is literally taking the scenes that were missing from season 1, cramming them all together in episodes, and then having that be a season. If you look at the watch order for Horimiya, it is an absolute disaster. It's a mess, and it's just so confusing. So the fact that it got nominated, I think really sucks because this isn't the anime. This is just missing scenes. I love Horimiya though, I really do, but the season 2, the missing pieces, it's literally the missing pieces. So I think that that was a miss. I haven't seen Skip and Loafer. It's the only one. I've seen the other 5. I hear amazing things about it though, and it is on my list to watch very, very soon. I do think that instead of Horimiya, it should have been The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. Loved that anime, absolutely loved it. But best romance, I'm gonna have to go with. Insomniacs After School. Um, yeah, Insomniacs After School. It's a great anime. It's really good. I love where it's going romance wise. I love how it's the two people that have the same problem that kind of met each other that way, and I don't know, they just feel that level of comfort with each other because they can understand each other. So I really like it. I think it's pretty good, but I'm not looking forward to future seasons because I feel like it's pretty predictable. If I'm going to be honest, it feels like Your Lie in April. Best comedy, like I said, this is one is so easy, Buddy Daddies. When I watched this, it had me dying laughing. It's just so funny. I absolutely loved it. I was crying laughing the entire time watching it. Best action. This again is super easy. It's got to be Jujutsu Kaisen. The fight scenes have been incredible. If the animators were actually given enough time, I think that this could even kind of rival when it came to animation. It was just so good, and in the time that it was done in is just incredible. It's insane. So big congrats to them. They did an awesome job with season two. But I mean, the action in Jujutsu Kaisen season two has been just insane. I could also see Attack on Titan end up winning this one as well, but I mean, at the end of the day, the fight scenes in season two were just absolutely incredible. Best fantasy. Okay, so this is where it's gonna get a little interesting here. So I haven't seen Mashal or Ranking of Kings, but I'm gonna have to go with probably uh, the Ancient Magnus's Bride. I really loved season two, and we're talking about best fantasy here. I look at Hell's Paradise and Demon Slayer as just shonen. I mean, it's just normal shonen, typical. I look at the Ancient Magnus's Bride more as a fantasy anime, and I prefer it way more than Jobless Reincarnation. Even though I do love this, I love all four of these animes. I really do. I enjoy them all. I cannot wait for more seasons. I love just binging. They're so good. But I mean, for this one, it's the Ancient Magnus's Bride. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Best drama. This is gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna say it's not Villain Saga. It's not Attack on Titan. Oshinoko again is probably gonna win it. It's probably gonna win everything if we're being honest. My Happy Marriage, I can't say no. It's between these three for me. I think Oshinoko is gonna win it. I'm not gonna vote for it because I haven't seen it fully. So saying best drama is a bit tough. To Your Eternity is really good. It just has a ton of depth. This one's really slept on. I'm surprised it got nominated, but it's deserved. It really deserves to get nominated. Um, I'm gonna have to go more so with Heavenly Delusion, just because not only is it such a phenomenal story, it like broke my mind with all the different twists and turns. And I'm an anime watcher that just absolutely loves great stories and great plot lines with insane twists and character development. So Heavenly Delusion was just it was just wonderful. To Your Eternity is also really good drama, but it was just more so death, and then the drama was just kind of second nature. It was just a lot of losing people, and then you have all of that. But Heaven Delusion was just start to finish, just absolutely incredible and absolutely just broke me. I need rehab. It's like a drug. I need rehab until season two comes out. It has just been amazing. Best slice of life. Again, I hate that Horimiya is on here. I cannot agree with it. I have not seen Do It Yourself or again Skipping the Loafer. I'm gonna have to go with My Love Story with Yamada. This is another really good one. Great romance anime. I really enjoyed it. I just thought Insomniacs After School was a bit better in the romance side, but when it comes to slice of life, I definitely like My Love Story with Yamada a lot better. I'm way more intrigued for season two. Like I said, I think Insomniacs After School was just a bit. It's just a bit too predictable at this point because you know that she's sick and it's probably going to end with her dying. Again, Your Lie in April, but my Love with Yamada is just really good. They confessed at the end, so looking at season two, I am very excited for. I can't wait to see where it goes and what direction it takes. But very enjoyable to watch. I really enjoyed this. Best main character, I think it's hysterical that Aaron is on here. I do not think he is a great main character at all. But when it really comes down to it, I'm gonna have to say Thorfinn. Um, Vinland Saga was really good. Season one was just pure action, all fighting, just everyone loved it. But then season two really took a step back, and the contrast was insane. It was just black and white. It was just completely different. Um, and it was just a lot slower, way more on character development, and that's why I think Thorfinn is just the best main character. I mean, you so much focus on his development and his growth and it's his story, and it's just amazing. They did a phenomenal job with it, and if you care a lot about character development and the growth of these characters, Thor finishes the best, and Vinland Saga is probably the anime for you. I mean, if it's not him, I don't know who. I mean, that is just that simple. I can't think of someone better than Thorfinn. Best supporting character. Okay, hot take here. I'm going to say Gojo is the worst supporting character ever. Jujutsu Kaisen gets compared to Naruto a lot, and Gojo is a lot like Kakashi. I think Naruto did a phenomenal job with how much spotlight they gave Kakashi. He's the perfect supporting character. Gojo completely stole the spotlight. The whole focus of the show became about him, and then he was such a letdown, in my opinion, in season 2. He put up a good fight, had some nice fight scenes, but ultimately he just talked about how he was the strongest the whole time and then got sealed immediately. So for me, Gojo is not the best supporting character at all. Again, he takes away from all the other characters. And then when it was his time to shine, he got instantly sealed up. So I cannot go with him. I think for me, the two best supporting characters out of this list is going to be Arama. I think it's Kana, right? Kana. And then also Power. In my opinion, for the Oshinoko fans, again, I've seen so much about Oshinoko because of the reels and shorts and all that other stuff because it has blown up since it's come out. I am Team Red, okay? She is my vote for best girl. Kana is amazing. I hope that she ends up finding happiness. Not saying she ends up with him because I don't think that he's the greatest, okay? But I love Kana. I think she's amazing. But I'm going to have to go with Power because I've seen Chainsaw Man. I think Power is an amazing supporting character. But she actually supports. She actually highlights and makes Denji better, and I think she adds a lot to the anime without stealing the anime. So Power is an easy best supporting character for me. I mean, must protect at all costs character. I mean, this one, in my opinion, is super easy. It's kind of between these three, but they're dead technically. Um, and then when it becomes the Bochi or Anya, it's Anya. Although I don't think Anya needs protecting. I mean, I think we need protecting from Anya if we're being completely serious here. But this is easy. Best anime song. I know I haven't seen the anime, but I've heard it a million times. I mean, if this doesn't win, the sky's not blue. It's that simple. Yeah, best score. I mean, if we're being honest, it's gonna be Oshinoko that's gonna win. But Bochi the Rock was phenomenal, and since I've seen Bochi the Rock, I love the score. I love the music in it. It was phenomenal. So that's an easy one, especially because it's a music anime. So rightfully so. But if you haven't seen Bochi the Rock and you like music, I highly recommend it. It's super good. Best opening sequence. I haven't seen the anime, but I've seen the opening so many times because it was that good and because the song is that popular. I mean, even if you haven't seen it, probably the same story with you. You've probably seen it all over the internet, but it's pretty easy. Best ending sequence. I know I'm already on thin ice. I'm an anime only watcher, but I also don't really watch the endings. If I'm being completely honest, let's be honest. Anime is good. I want when it ends, I want to instantly watch the next episode so I can binge 2 seasons in one night. Right? We can't do that if we're watching the endings all the time. So let's just go with because this is the only one where I've kind of watched the endings too, and it is good. It is good. Japanese. This one is a bit tougher, but I'm gonna have to go with Gojo. I think Gojo's voice actor did an amazing job. English. This is going to be, in my opinion, between Lexi and Ryan. I just think that Tomo would have been harder to voice. Like, I think that she's a very unique character in the aspect where she's like super outgoing. You're playing the tomboy, so I feel like that would have just been harder to do. So that's why I'm going to give it to Lexi over Ryan. But those would have been my two options. Oh, I skipped best director, so I guess for best direct, I guess we're just gonna go with this. I honestly don't really know for best director. I have no idea. So we're gonna go Heavenly Delusion. But yeah, and that is it. We're done. Share your ballot. No, I'm good. I'm sharing with you guys. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you disagree with, what you voted for in the comments down below. Honestly, this is just my opinion. There is so many great options. I struggle with a lot of those decisions. That is the good thing, isn't it? You know, Crunchyroll definitely missed some of the nominations. There definitely should have been some other animes that were nominated for some of these categories. But, I mean, a lot of these categories were tough to pick from. So, if you voted differently, let me know. If you agree with my decisions, let me know as well. But that is it. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see who the winners are. But, peace.